Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with a shot of honesty to start this video. I expect great things from this run. I thought the deck was pretty good when I made it. I hesitated to say that it was good because I've just been wrong so much in the past. But those first two games, the opponents played fine. They had good cards. And I just obliterated the crap out of them. So if this ends up being like a 4-win run or even a 6-win run, I'm going to be disappointed because the deck seems to be freaking spectacular. We got Kor'kron Elites, Warsong Commanders, 3 Fiery War Axes. Almost not a single bad card in here. I mean, we should just smash everyone's face in. That's the hope. Broke had the Rogue, and alright, I get lucky for a change. I am second against a Rogue, so no combo off the coin for her. 1/3 drop to start things off, and this is actually okay. This is where it'd be better to be the first player, but we got the Fiery War Axe on turn 2, the Cobra on turn 3, and then I have my choice of 4 drops. I could also, now that I drew a 3-drop, skip the Fiery War Axe and coin one of my 3 drops out on the second turn, but I don't know, we'll think about that. Okay, so she's got a dagger. So what this means is that she can kill either of my creatures with if she has a backstab. Alright, we'll do it. We'll play a Flesh-Eating Ghoul. So the idea here is that if she doesn't have a backstab or an eviscerate, and she plays a creature, Fiery War Axe will kill most of them that she could play at 3 mana here. And then the Flesh-Eating Ghoul will become a 3/3 and it'll start growing and it might get out of control. We'll see. She's got something though. I was really hoping it was eviscerate, so it would at least cost her her mana for the turn. As it is, she can kill the ghoul without spending any mana, or going down a card. She takes 2 damage, but that's not really much of a deal. And let's see what she's got for me here.
Engaging TC
Mind control attack.
Well,
Well, I think I'm gonna play a Fiery War Axe and kill that thing. Warsong Commander would just die, so that's no good. And alright, so next turn probably gonna be the Silvermoon Guardian. Unless I really need to kill something with the Kor'kron Elite.
Just me and Mr.
That's annoying. Okay, I think the Silvermoon Guardian doesn't really work as well. So what I'm going to do is play the Kor'kron Elite here. We'll kill that, and we'll kill that with my axe. So she's on the back foot a little bit, I would say. I'm the one applying the pressure. She's the one responding to me at the moment. She, killed my ghoul, then, I killed her thing, and then she, had to kill my thing. Ironforge Rifleman! Oh my god, I hate when people play with bad cards, and the bad cards are actually good. Oh, that was incredibly good. So put a body on the board while also taking out my threat. Alright, so the Spiteful Smith makes me vulnerable to Assassinate and Sap. This diversifies my interest a bit, and the Squire can maybe kill the Rifleman. So we'll do this. This seems a little bit less risky.
Ready, sir.
It's just that if she has an Argent Commander now, that'll be pretty annoying. Although I guess the Argent Commander would have been annoying against this as well, so it's about the same thing. Now what's interesting is that turn 6, I can do the Warsong Commander plus the Cobra,
Ready, sir.
which is a pretty nice combo. She had the same thing I did, and she seems to be choosing to burn me down, which is interesting. Fiery War Axe. Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of, all these plays are really tempting here. The Harpy looks good, but I like this, and this right here. So you can kill 1 over 2 2s. I'm actually going to kill the other 2 2s with my creature like that. Swing there, and pass the turn. So it is a little risky. I'm going low on health, but unlike the rogue opponent I'm facing, I can armor back up. She shouldn't really be able to burn me out right now. If she attacks me with her creature, that'll be a big risk. Betrayal's okay, so she gets to kill my knight, and she pops a Divine Shield, but I think I played around it correctly. If I'd put the, actually, maybe I should have put my 4/2 in the middle. That would have been smarter. So now she can kill my Silvermoon Guardian, which is annoying. SI Agent. Oh, she's going to use her dagger. Wow. Alright, that's actually a little bit disconcerting. So she's going for the face, making it harder for me to use my weapon with confidence. But I have to, I think. Yeah, she's going all out. Don't like where this is headed. Alright, we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. I'm gonna unfortunately have to do that and that. Well, let's see if she has removal for my War Song. If not, The Wind Fury Harpy could be pretty good, but I am at 11 health, which is a tad scary. I should really try to be armoring up every turn if I can now. So hopefully she doesn't do anything so crazy that I can't Wind Fury Harpy plus armor up next turn. The Panther is fine. I can't stop it from attacking me, but at least it's not killing my Warsong Commander. I can armor up faster than she can kill me with her dagger, and it looks like she's got nothing here. Headcrack. Oh gosh, I might get burned out. Headcrack's an awful card, but I could get burned out if she has an Eviscerate now. Shit. Well, this stealth is really good for her. I don't have any taunt. I don't think I ever took any taunt at all. So yeah, I just have to hope that she can't. So see, the Panther's gonna hit me down to 6. And then this gets me down to 5. Headcrack gets me down to 3. Wow, she has an Eviscerate or any other charged creature, she wins. Maybe I misplayed that and got a little bit cocky, but I feel like she just had amazing cards there. I had really, really good cards, and she just had amazing ones. And it's not over yet, either. I mean, I still could win if she doesn't have the direct damage. She needs a Wolf Rider or something. Fuck, she's attacking me. She's got the kill. Well, that sucks. It was close. It was close. She's not even bothering to combo it, so I know she has the Eviscerate for the kill. Motherfucker. Well, that sucked. But I think that my opponent had amazing cards, and I might still have been able to win that game if I had played a little bit differently. There were a couple of turns where I had different options for things to do, and it's possible that I just didn't make the best options. Damn, that is annoying. To be at 2-1 with such a strong deck. I know for a fact I've had 5-0 like at least 2 or 3 times recently with decks that were way worse than this one. Even that game was a hard-fought battle. She got me down to exactly 0. If she hadn't had the Eviscerate, she would have needed to trade and then still probably lose because I had the Wind Fury Harpy on the field. Man alive, I needed a taunt there. Any taunt would have done the job. Some Cuban guy, the rogue, okay? Great. Well, I guess I can't expect to be lucky twice in a row being second against a rogue. This rogue gets to go second against me. We'll keep the one good 3-drop that we have. Hopefully draw some other ones. Well, hopefully draw some other plays. We do not. A bit of a slow start here. But what is nice is that if she does play a coin Defias Ringleader, I can cleave and mop it up on turn 2. And then kind of pass the buck to her. And then be in pretty good shape.
The pleasure is mine.
Oh man, don't you know Rogue Protocol, some Cuban guy? You never say hello first when you're a rogue. Never. Oh my gosh, rogue passing on turn 2? Well, like I've said before, I will stick to this. Even if you're not planning to attack it, which you shouldn't be. It's good to play a Fiery War Axe. Now, I've had 2 Fiery War Axes get oozed in this arena, so if another one gets oozed, I'm gonna be pissed. Scarlet Crusader, a good answer to the axe. Ugh, that's really irritating. I will actually play the worst of my 3 3-drops here, out of respect for the Scarlet Crusader. So basically what I'm trying to do here is put some creatures on the board I don't mind popping the Divine Shield with, so I can axe it a question, and then, you know, kill it. It's possible that Cleave might also be good, depending on what she chooses to do here. So the good thing is she used her coin, so I know that that's gone at least. Betrayal to kill an imp, that's... wow! That's aggressive. What does she have to follow up? Cold Blood, okay. Well, okay, that makes a certain kind of sense. Slam, I think I have to do this. Do I want to get hit for 7 damage to kill this off with my axe? God. Yeah, I'm gonna use Slam. I'm gonna preserve my health here. Even though it is a little bit passive. Armor up. Keep my axe around. So that was definitely a slow play, but maybe I can, you know, cleave her next turn or play a Frothing Berserker, then cleave. Nope, she's just gonna draw a card, and I can't kill it. What the hell? Why is this Fiery War Axe? This is like the worst I've ever seen a Fiery War Axe be. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and play Frothing Berserker. And let's get some damage on here. Do I want to Inner Rage to finish this thing off? I think I will. We'll armor up, pass the turn. So we have a 4/4 here, which is only gonna get bigger. Can you please play 2 creatures so I can cleave your shit? Come on, cleave and execute. That'll be good. Cleave, execute, and Flesh-Eating Ghoul is perfect. She just needs to play 2 creatures so I can cleave, kill 1, damage the other, execute that one, and then have a Flesh-Eating Ghoul. And then this guy will swing for like 7 or so. And I have the axe here as insurance in case I need it. Just play 2 creatures, please. Play 2 creatures. We can count here. 1, 2, 1, 2, not 3, not 1. Oh, she's daggering up. Not a chance. Not a chance. Well, she seems conflicted. So that's good. That means this Frothing Berserker's probably good.
Blood.
Dread Corsair will just die to my Fiery War Axe, which is fine, I suppose. Whoa, she's gonna hit my Frothing. No, don't do that. That'd be silly, lady. All right. Well, I think I'm in the lead here. That's for sure. So I can't use Cleaver Execute really. Ooh, Wind Fury Harpy. That's interesting. Yes, that seems really good. So I'm not growing my Flesh-Eating Ghoul, but Wind Fury Harpy is a pretty big deal. I mean, this is 13 threatened damage right here. And I still have, like, quite effective removal. The problem is if she plays, like, a Boulder Fist Ogre or something, I can't use Cleave. But maybe for once she'll play 2 creatures down? Please? Maybe? So I can Cleave them, execute the other one if it's bigger, and then, like, swing with my huge stuff for more damage. It's unlikely that she can kill both of my creatures. Rogues can. If there's anyone who can, it's a rogue, but it's tough to kill a 4 toughness and a 5 toughness creature. Okay, play one more creature, please. Please. Please.
Shields up.
Thank you. Oh, God. It's about goddamn time. All right. The Divine Shield is definitely annoying. I might have to damage my Harpy to pop this Divine Shield. Or to kill it off.
I wonder.
That, I think, is a terrible mistake. Not only does it buff my guy, but it also takes 5 damage to the face. It's a little bit too aggressive, I think. Let's go ahead and drop a Ghoul. Then Cleave. Then swing there. Can I actually even win? I mean, I hit it for 13. Yeah, I'm not winning, but I'm just wondering if I should execute this thing or not. You know what? Well, it's risky for sure. And I did not play around Betrayal in the slightest. Actually, I did. I suppose the Wind Fury Harpy is the best thing to have in there. What could she do at 7 mana that would make me regret having wasted my execute? I mean, she could, like, spell damage, Fan of Knives, but even this thing will live. I don't know. I guess Dagger, Deadly Poison, Blade Flurry kills everything. And then that's 5 mana. So with 2 mana left, you can't do much. Yeah, I'm gonna execute. Seems a bit risky, just because my creatures all have pretty low health. But it's unlikely that she can kill everything and drop a really huge threat. And now Arcanite Reaper is 10 points of burn damage. That might just win me the game. Like, this thing has stuck around for a really long time in Hearthstone terms.
I guess.
Okay, so you can see this deck, every single win has been a smashdown. And the one loss was a pretty hard-fought loss for my opponent who had absolutely top-notch incredible cards the whole way through. So, feeling really good about my chances. Definitely want to make it to 7. I mean, whatever, I'll be even ballsy here and say this is like a 10-win caliber deck, I think, in my opinion. Having seen it play, and then based on my impressions after I drafted it, I really think this is the kind of deck that could go to 10 wins. It's more likely than most decks I've shown in this channel. And in fact, I would say that I've gone to 10 wins with decks that weren't as good as this one. It doesn't happen often, but I feel like this should just go there. It seems quite strong. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm just overestimating it and those were like noob opponents, but they all seem to play reasonably well. They seem to play pretty good cards. So the fact that I've been absolutely ripping up the field with them is encouraging. All right, let's go ahead and see our next worthy opponent. We have another priest, so we've played, what is it? This is our 5th game. We're 3-1. I think we played 2 rogues and 2 priests. Not a great start. So I mean, it is a curve, but it's I don't like as the first player having to wait until turn 3 to play something. So I'd like to maximize my odds of getting an early play. Granted, I don't have that many early drops. I've got like a raptor and I've got a panda. I think I have a Monty Berserker, but yeah, I don't have that much. So it's not like I should be too surprised if I don't have turn 2 plays. Well, unfortunately, what happened is I didn't get a turn 2 play, and I traded away good cards for less good ones. I much rather would have the Kor'kron Elite and the Kodo here than the Slam and the Azure Drake. Alright, well, Direwolf Alpha drops down. So, I'd be sad to lose either one of these to a Shadow Word Pain. But I'll play this guy because he at least will survive against a Shattered Sun Cleric. He won't survive against a coined Dark Iron Dwarf, though, or an Abusive Sergeant. And now we're curving out. I mean, if he has an unimpressive turn right here, I think that could, like, snowball into the whole game being pretty bad for him. Because then I play this, and then I've got this, which is huge, and cannot be Shadow Worded. So he'd have a really difficult time dealing with my upcoming plays if he does not have a really good turn right here. Like, Shadow Word Pain would qualify as a good turn, basically. I smell a Dark Iron Dwarf. Oh, boy. Spellbreaker. Okay, I'm okay with that. That's actually alright, because the thing about the Spellbreaker is, now I get to kill off this wolf and play a Silvermoon Guardian. So I know he has no Shadow Word Pain to kill me through my Divine Shield, because he would have done it if he had it. So I've already gotten value out of this card. It ate a Silence and it killed a creature. And then after his Spellbreaker kills my Frothing Berserker, I just calmly pop Divine Shield to finish off the Spellbreaker, even if it gets healed, and then I get to play a Spiteful Smith and be gigantic. Pretty happy to see this. I mean, a 1/2 is annoying, but basically the best thing this can do is pop my Divine Shield. Or I guess get buffed by a Dark Iron Dwarf. But he would have played Dark Iron Dwarf if he had it. So he probably doesn't have it. Dark Iron Dwarf, that is. So this guy will kill my Silenced Berserker. I'll pop Divine Shield to kill off the Spellbreaker. Silence! Boo! Well, that's okay, because he spent a card to get rid of the Divine Shield. So it sucks that I'm not keeping this on the board. But it's alright, because I'm still getting value out of it. It's still, cost him a card, basically. A Silence, and I'm going to kill this. The question is, do I get greedy here and kill the Novice Engineer first? Or do I, you know what? Yeah, let's actually do a cool play. I'm going to do this. Let's use the Raptor to kill off the Spellbreaker. And then, yes, of course, now we are definitely going to kill off the Novice Engineer. Stop any Dark Iron Dwarfs from getting at my Warsong Commander. So now, he might be in a lot of trouble because I might be able to play Spiteful Smith and charge in, which would be pretty spectacular. If I get a Wind Fury Harpy, that'd be even better. So he needs to kill this at any cost. Holy Smite to finish off my guy. That's actually really irritating, because I was hoping to slam this and then run my guy in. Ah, that's annoying. Crap, I don't think I can deal with this. I needed to have one more mana so I could slam off the Divine Shield and then play Spiteful Smith and charge in. Play the Azure Drake. Oh wait, no, what am I doing? Of course I can kill that thing. I'm just going to slam off the Divine Shield, draw a card, and play the Mind Control tag. Alright, I almost missed that. So he's showing a continued lack of actual removal, because if he had any way of killing this overpowered card, he would have done it. So the fact that it's still alive means he doesn't have Shadow Word Pain, doesn't have Holy Fire, doesn't have anything. This, again, threatening to kill my Warsong Commander, but down with that. So we have a multitude of ways of killing this thing. I think I'm just going to play the Stormwind Champion, honestly. So what do I use to kill this? The Commander herself or the Stormwind Champion? So there's pros and cons to both. If I use the Stormwind Champion, then he's at 3 health, so he's a bit more vulnerable to getting killed in the future. But the Warsong Commander is healthier. If I use her to kill the Dread Corsair, she's at 1 health now. A Holy Nova, Holy Smite will finish her off. I think actually I'd rather preserve her than preserve the Stormwind Champion. So we'll deal 3 less damage to his face at the expense, or that's the price that we pay for keeping the Warsong Commander at a higher health total. So if I actually get to start my turn with these creatures in play, then shit gets nuts. Because now I can play like this, which is a 3/5 and a 3/2 that charge. That would just be crazy. So he really needs to kill one of my creatures or else he's just going to lose. Blur is this priest's name. Wild Pyromancer, that could be really good. Like a Holy Nova now will actually kill off my Stormwind Champion. He's got a Shadow Word Death. Interesting. And then he's going to deal damage to everything. I see. So he's really just he keeps trying to kill my Warzone Commander in like the most ghetto way imaginable. Alright. I wish I could play this and this, but that's unfortunately 9 mana. I could play this and this, which actually seems pretty good. So we'll do that. We'll do this. Just for that. that. Kill off Pyromancer. So I'm a bit vulnerable to Holy Nova here. It'll finish off my Warsong Commander, and it'll kill off the Dragonling. However, I think the Warsong Commander had a pretty good run of things, and Holy Nova would be most of his turn. So then I'll be able to play Azure Drake. Sadly, I want to play both of them, and I can't because I'm always 1 mana short. Play the Azure Drake, get some more card advantage, and then be fine. Oh, Mad Bomber. Don't be stupid, Mad Bomber. Thank you, Mad Bomber. Oh, Mad Bomber. Why, this card is terrible. Volume 8,719 Scurbajillion. Alright, this is fine. I couldn't care less about what's going on here. Let's go ahead and draw a card from Azure Drake. Violet Teacher. Well, Violet Teacher is tempting, but I really do want to kill this thing. And I think the best way to do that is as follows. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. Oh my god, could I have won the game? 4, 6, 8, 10. I couldn't have won. 13. No, I couldn't have won the game, but I should have been looking. We'll do that. This thing. So the new Warsong Commander, the Azure Drake, would not have had charge. So he'd be at 14 health. But honestly, like almost everything else I've played so far has actually been 3 attack or less. So this thing is still crazy good. It must be noted. You know one thing I like about the upcoming nerf? One thing that always annoyed me about the Warsong Commander, it gives your other minions charge, but Kor'kron Elites, the four mana cards you'll often play right after, they already have charge. So now, though, with the nerf, when it's only minions with 3 attack or less, the fact that Kor'krons have charge will be significant again. Well, the odds of her surviving when all my creatures have charge is pretty much 0, so let's just swing a ling-ling here. And doody-boo-boobity-boobity. Okay, that was a 4th win, and a 4th, not just a win, but absolutely ball-crushing victory to go up to 4 wins here. I mean, Warriors just have good cards. Now, in that game, I have to confess, Stormwind Champion was pretty good. The buff on my Warsong Commander was helpful. But, so yeah, maybe I'm coming around a little bit on that card. I'd say that it's a good card in, you know, some circumstances. So, in some decks, some situations, it's a handy thing to have. I'm still not 100% thrilled with that card, though. So yeah, Warsong Commander's pretty good. Even in its nerfed state, it would have still been good. So I'm happy I took it. And I'm happy I've had a chance to play with the old version while thinking about the new one. Because that will help me understand how to draft correctly. And it may even help you understand, my lovely viewers. The Sad Onion. Well, if this is a really good Warlock aggro deck that gets off to a fast start, I could definitely be in trouble. So I will be happy if the Abusive Sergeant gets to kill a creature. Like, if it gets to trade with a creature, I'll be really thrilled. And in fact, I have a curve here. That's crazy. 1, 2, 3. It's fine. Warlocks can sometimes get such good starts that they will push past even, like, someone who's playing a creature every turn. That's part of what makes Warlocks so obnoxious. But if he doesn't have a Blood Imp, I'd say that my odds are decent of being able to slow him down. Let's see what he's got for me with the coin. Blood Celebrator is actually extremely irritating. Oh my god, damn it. That's really, of all the times that a Warlock would have to have a 2-3. Oh my god, Fiery War Axe, thank you. Whew, that was going to be bad, because the Crusader can, or the Raider can kill my Sergeant, and then it would also kill my Bloodfender after. Boy, well, I have 3 Fiery War Axes in this deck, so I mean, the fact that I drew one before turn 2 isn't that improbable. And he's got the Mortal Coil here. Well, that's alright. So I got card advantage by using the Axe, he got card advantage by using Mortal Coil. That's all good. Now, am I going to use the Fiery War Axe against this Wind Fury Hawk? I'm definitely going to play the Cobra. The question is, how greedy do I get? I could try to use the Cobra to kill off this young Dragon Hawk. You know what? I'm going to save the Axe. It's a bit risky, but I am a warrior. I do get to heal up if he starts to aggro me really crazily. And, you know, if I get to hold on to the Axe, I could kill a more valuable creature later. So he hits me for 2. Oh, passing the turn. Lovely. Alright, so we will do this. We got away with murder here. So the Axe is still there. Now, with him playing a young Dragon Hawk, definitely an aggro deck. I mean, not definitely. It might have been a really bad pack, but I would not expect anyone to take that unless they're going full-on aggro here. So this should be pretty decent. Now, this Cobra is actually a real pain for him because if he plays like a Senjin or something, I can just kill it with the Cobra. Gonna drain life? That's frustrating. I was really hoping he'd play a creature for me to use the Kodo on. This is the rare Warlock who's not actually playing creatures. So do I waste the Kodo just to get it onto the board? I don't think so. I think This is a really, really sad turn 5, but since he seems to be playing aggro, I really feel like this is going to have something to kill. And I don't want him to play a Blood Imp later and then not. I've already spent my Kodo. Cleave also helps against Blood Imps. So maybe I should have played the Kodo just to get a 3/5 body. But no, I'm alright. Well, we're happy I did what I did because now I get to just play the Kodo. And kill off the Gnomish Inventor, negating the card advantage the Gnomish Inventor was worth. He's down to 20 health. I should start thinking about hitting him with the axe. Hang on. This will get him down to 17. This is down to 7 already. You know what? I'm in such a big lead, I don't see a reason to take a risk. If these guys get to attack one more time, then I will go for the burn. Let's do that. Mountain Giant. Uh-oh, does he have a way of giving this taunt? Oh no, it's a cost of almost of his mana. Alright, well, here what I'm gonna do is swing at his face. Swing, 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 and I'll play a Wind Fury Harpy. So this stupid Taunter, man, Sun Fury Protector is a card I'm getting some serious respect for. If he doesn't have removal for this, like a Shadow Bolt or Soulfire, he can't kill my Harpy with the Giant.
Truth is my
Ah, that's a pretty good answer. But it does take up all of his mana, so it's not an ideal answer for him. Alright, let's think about this. Yeah, I think I win. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Cleave, pop off the Divine Shield. I'm sure there was another way that I could have won, but I'm just going to throw these 2 creatures away, and then I can Inner Rage my Harpy. It attacks twice, so that's the lethal. Now, interestingly, Arcanite Reaper would have also won the game even if I hadn't had Inner Rage, so that wasn't like a commercial for Inner Rage or anything. Alright, we got up to 5, 12 out of 8. What? Why do I have 12 mana out of 8? Is that a bug? Interesting. Anyway, whatever. That's that game. Winning on turn 8, another smashing victory. Every single one of the 5 wins has been an absolute blowout. My opponents have all been on the back foot the whole time. I've never had to, like, you know, hope they don't have removal or, like, get them down to exactly 0 or pray they don't have an out. And the one person who beat me needed an Eviscerate or something equivalent, and she had it. If she hadn't had it, she was about to lose. This is incredibly strong. I'm so happy I picked Warrior today. Someone mentioned in my last Warrior video that it seemed like I always just hit my stride with Warriors, and I think that's the strength of the class, maybe, now that I think about it some more, because Warriors just do have a lot of really good cards. I mean, you've got the clunkers like Charge, but the creatures are really solid, like Warsong Commander, Frothing Berserker, Korokon Elite. These aren't just good creatures, these are like some of the best in the game, and it makes it easier to put together good decks. Sir Schmoopy, awesome name. This is not a good opening hand. Everything's 4 or more, and I'm first. Never that excited about being up against a mage, but we do get a pretty decent curve here. So turn 2, turn 3, and then hopefully there'll be something to do on turn 4. I'll have seen like 3 more cards by then. So decent start. Of course, you know, you could always lose to Blizzards and Flame Strikes, but it's just how you have to do it when you play against mages. Gotta be willing to pray. It would be interesting if I did lose this game, because that would mean I was at 5-2 with a really strong deck, which means that one unlucky game would have this run ending far before its time, in my opinion. Can you pass the turn? Not a chance. Murloc Tidehunter? Sorcerer's Apprentice. Well. So, I'm just going to go ahead and play the Raptor. If I can trade that for the Sorcerer's Apprentice, of course, that's great, because this creature does something, this one doesn't. If she Frostbolts it, that's really annoying, because then I can't cleave. If Frostbolt is a discount, it's only going to be 1 mana, but it would still, like, you know, stop her from playing another creature, probably. Murloc Tidehunter? Not a chance. Okay. Well, I still can't cleave. And well, this is interesting. This threatens to kill the Kobold Geomancer, but you know what? I'm going to play the Imp Master here, because I have nothing to do on turn 4. So if she plays another creature and gives me a good cleave opportunity, that would actually be better than trying to just kill off the Kobold Geomancer straight. Alright, she's going to ping that off, and is she going to play another creature? Not a chance. Well, ball sacks. That sucks. I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna swing by, because while that is a bit of a risk, I wanted to get another Imp out. I didn't see a reason to throw away a 1-2 when I could try to throw away a 1-1, you know? Now, she can, of course, do some bad things to me, like Arcane Explosion would let her clear my whole board. That's just the risk I'm willing to take. It seemed like throwing the imp away into the Geomancer was kind of... Oh, we've got the Spiteful Smith coming up, so we begin the game of Pray she doesn't have Fireball or Polymorph, which is a game I frequently lose, but that's what we gotta do. And then, hopefully, if she does have one of those removal spells, then she won't have a second for the Harpy, and if she doesn't have one for the Spiteful Smith, I'll be able to play the Wind Fury Harpy with relative peace. Alright, she's gonna go ahead and do the trade herself. This Water Elemental just wrecks my life. Frothing Berserker? Nope, I don't think I can do it. Slam this to take it down to 4 health. Still not good enough. Alright, we're gonna do this. That Water Elemental, man, that thing needs to get nerfed yesterday. But since it hasn't been, we just have to deal. Now, the fact that this thing can start hitting me is really problematic because it means that I won't be able to attack with my weapons. Alright. She chooses to attack my creature, which is totally fine. And she does not have a Fireball or a Polymorph, miraculously. And is good. Oh, fuck you. God damn it. Oh, it's terrible. If I hit this, the Water Elemental will finish it off. Cleave's not good enough. God, I hate everything. Do I play this thing?
What now?
Seems risky. Alright, I'm just gonna play this thing and kill it off. So my thinking here is that if the Water Elemental is used to kill the Spiteful Smith, which she should do because it's dangerous to leave an enraged Spiteful Smith in the hands of a warrior, this thing will get to hit for 8, and then I can cleave and that'll finish off the Water Elemental. But instead, she's actually gonna kill the Wind Fury Harpy. It's a totally fair play, but please just hero ability, please may you, oh, thank you. Oh, thank God. Okay, so now this is going to be awesome. No, do it! Do it! Shut up! Shut up! No, don't you know! Fuck you! No! No! Don't play the card! Hero ability, you bitch! Nah! Boo! Boo! Alright, anyway. So what we can do now is the following. I'm going to play Frothing Berserker. I'm going to kill off this Amani Berserker. I'm going to slam this Dwarf. Draw a card, and I'm gonna cleave. Kill off both of the things. So now what she needs is Flame Strike. It'll kill off both of my creatures. She'll be at 4 cards to my 4. I'll be able to repopulate with a Violet Teacher and a Korkon Elite, so I'll be okay with it. I'd rather not see that, to be honest. Cone of Cold. Ah. Boo. Lame. Lame. You suck. Get a job. Alright, let's see. Do I play the Stormwind Champion to get this up to 4 health? I don't think so. I think I'd much rather do this and start growing my Flesh-Eating Ghoul. So this guy's getting really huge. Okay, so she needs Frostbolt to kill this, but then she also needs Frostbolt to kill this. Let's see if she has a Flame Strike or a Blizzard. That would be amazing. Man, but if I get to keep these creatures alive, or even 2 of them, if I get to keep even 2 of these creatures alive, that is a major victory, because then I can play Stormwind Champion. Fuck you! Fuck you, die! Ah, god damn mages! Mages. Mages. Well, the good news is I get to play Stormwind Champion, which means that... Oh, what the what? What the... Ice Lance. Who plays with an Ice Lance? Honestly. I don't know why she did that. Wait, that was a mistake. My opponent just stone cold screwed up. She could have just killed it with the hero ability. She didn't need to spend an Ice Lance. Like, I get it. That was a use for Ice Lance. But logically, Ice Lance was just throwing away a card when the hero ability would have accomplished the exact same thing. So Stormwind Champion's great here because it saves my Flesh-Eating Ghoul from the wrath of motherfucking overpowered Fire Blast. She has a Fireball, so the Flesh-Eating Ghoul will die. This mage has done nothing but kill my stuff. Now, what's good is that in the process... Oh no, it heals! That's right! That's the buff healing stupid thing that doesn't make any sense. That actually helps me. Oh my god, that's awesome. Okay, do I race against her? Or do I cash my Flesh-Eating Ghoul out against a Water Elemental? Well, you know what? I'm going to play this no matter what, so let's see what I get before I make any commitments. Mind Control Tech. Awesome. You know what? I think that's the right move. Keeps my Zerdrake alive, means that if I draw my Inner Rage, it'll be better. I think that's actually the only thing I can draw that this affects anymore, but still. I've got an extra card. I've got 4 to her 3. I'm about to draw my 5th. I'm starting out with the lead in the top deck war. Our life totals are both basically at max, but I've got a pretty good chance of winning this one out in the long fight. Oh, shit. Well, she gets her card back, because now she gets to kill both my creatures with that thing. Shit. In a rage. Oh, my God. It's just a little bit late. God damn it. Honest to God, Jesus. What the fuck? Well, let's do this. Let's do that. I'm just going to play this. Armor up, and that's the turn. Maybe I should have just attacked her for 6 with the Flesh and Ghoul. I had the chance, given how that Argent Commander went down. Or I could have played the Violet Teacher instead of my Silver Moon Guardian. Oh, man. And if I lose this game, I'm going to be annoyed. This is just like the epitome of mage bullshit. Granted, you could say that, you know, my wins have been the epitome of warrior bullshit with, like, Frothing Berserker and stuff, but... Anyway, Ravenhold Assassin, I guess I'm okay with that. It's likely going to be good for killing 2 of my cards, which is annoying. That's life. Emperor Cobra. Okay, we're starting to run out of steam a little bit here. I think I need to kill her stuff. And Inner Rage doesn't do anything for me, so we'll pass the turn. She's actually whittling me down. I need more big stuff. I just don't have it. Fen Creeper. Man. Well, she's out of cards. And she's gonna actually hit me with that. I don't think that was the right move. Okay, well, let's take a look at the situation here. And yep, this seems pretty clear. We're going to... actually, it's not quite as clear as I would like. Because if I kill the Tauren Warrior with my Cobra, then the Cobra's at 1 health and it will die. But I can't get at this Assassin easily. Okay. I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the Cobra to kill off the Fen Creeper. I'm going to use Mind Control Tech to kill off the Taunter. I'm going to 2-for-1 myself to kill off the Assassin. And I'm going to play the Dragonling Mechanic. So we're in a Stone Cold top deck war here. I start out with an advantage with more cards on the field, but she starts out with the first drawn card from the top. Now I've still got Silver Hand Knight, and I've already played Spiteful Smith, and I've already played Windfury Harpy, so I've already kind of seen most of my big stuff. Arcane Missiles, I was happy that she top decked that, because honestly I don't really care. Now I already have a life lead and a creature lead, and I get to draw the first card. Well, Panther kind of sucks. But, man, I've already seen a lot of my endgame, honestly. And I did take an Amani Berserker over a Boulderfist Ogre, which is still in here, which I'm heavily regretting now. But I don't think I have anything big except for the Silverhand Knight. That's like the only big thing I have left. Oh god, Arcanite Reaper could be good. Actually, yeah, Arcanite Reaper is probably the best card I can think of drawing here, because it'll kill the Yeti and let my creatures keep swinging. Oh my god, that should have been a Boulderfist Ogre. Well, folks, if I lose this game, it was because I misdrafted. I thought I had too much endgame already, and I took this to have more early game, but as we can see, it's not exactly working out for me. If this had been a Boulderfist Ogre, I'd be on the way to winning right now. Blizzard! Fuck! God, that's 2 Blizzards and a Cone of Cold. The only thing she hasn't played is a Flame Strike. Well, now I just lose, because... Well, I don't lose, but, like, this Showind Yeti is a menace. I think I still have a lot of Fiery War Axes in here, too. You know what? The way that I'm going to win this game is by burning her out. That is how I'm going to win this game. So, basically... I heal for 2 every turn. She hits me with Fire Blast, so I heal for 1 every turn. I have a pretty big life advantage. I'm going to swing her down to 8, and then it'll take like a Fiery War Axe and my other Korokon Elite, and I'll be able to win. So I hope she chokes on all her Flame Strikes. And that'll be that. Okay, so very, very, very important strategy point here. Do not play your Warsong Commander. It'll just die to the Yeti. What you want to do is hold on to this as long as possible so that when you play it, you can play another creature right after it and get some burn damage. Hope she's drawing Cones of Cold and flame strikes and blizzards until her anus bleeds. Abusive Sergeant is still not really what I want, but it is increasing my burn potential. As long as she doesn't drop any taunt creatures, I have a decent chance of winning. I play this, another creature, Abusive Sergeant, that creature swings with an extra 2 attack, and I'm good to go. So Harvest Golem I don't really care at all about. I still have enough health that I can stand this out. I mean, if she's holding a pair of fireballs, things are definitely getting to the wire. But as long as I get a creature... Ah, damn it. Okay. So I can play this and swing for 2. Let's think about that. I can play this, waste the battle cry, and it'll swing for 2. She'll go down to 3 health, and the Fiery War Axe will be threatening to kill her. I still don't think that's as good as waiting and hopefully drawing one more creature. Like, if she doesn't play a taunt and this is allowed to swing at her face, then sure, I'll play the Warsong Commander and the Sergeant. But if she did have an answer, like an ooze or something, I would have rather kept this in my hand so I can kill her all at once. Okay, there we go. Alright, perfect. So now I'm going to play the Warsong Commander. She knows the end is coming, and in fact, it is. So we're swing and deal the killing blow ourselves. Man, nothing is more satisfying than killing a mage with a Fiery War Axe. And I know I talked a little bit of smack about my opponent, but she played very well. She had good cards. I was just motherfucking better, bitches. Yeah. Okay, so, sorry. That is like the most aggressive I've ever been in this channel, but mages bring out the worst in me. It's not that I don't like the person, okay? It's not like I think the person was a bad player or mean or a dickbag. That was a great, upstanding gentlewoman of the highest caliber. It's just mages, when they cone of cold you and blizzard you enough times, you just want to throw in the towel. Alright, Warlock. I'm pretty happy to be up against a Warlock. I have a lot of Fiery War Axes to kill Flame Imps and whatnot. Of course, I didn't draw any of them, but, you know, that's life. So what I'm going to do here is keep the Frothing Berserker and the Inner Rage, because as a Warlock opponent, or as I'm up against a Warlock opponent, it may come in handy to just to have a 0 mana kill your Wind Fury Dragon Hawk or your Young Priestess for free type of thing. I'm gonna definitely play that. I mean, yes, it risks a Mortal Coil, but it also means if he has Flame Imps, I can just trade one off, and that's really, really good. Voidwalker is annoying, because it does just straight up kill my Abusive Sergeant. However, I'm going to use Slam here. This is a pretty good use of Slam, I think. And I'm actually going to Inner Rage as well. I think this guy on the board is more valuable than an Inner Rage in my hand. So I'm still in a position where if he plays like a 3-2 of some kind, this guy's ready to kill him. And the thing is, we might not even know from our perspective how good this was. Like, we don't necessarily see what he's holding that he's like not able to play because I have an Abusive Sergeant. Okay, well, there's good news and bad news to what just happened here. The bad news, of course, is that my Abusive Sergeant is going to die, and I don't have an answer to it now. The good news is that I now might actually be able to pull off a Mind Control attack, like depending on how much he puts on the board. Obviously, the Imp's going to kill the Abusive Sergeant. If he doesn't have a Shadow Bolt for killing my Frothing Berserker or a Soulfire, he can do that and play other things. But if he doesn't have a Shadow Bolt, which he should absolutely use on a Frothing Berserker if he has it, then what's going to happen is the Imp is going to kill my Abusive Sergeant, so all he needs to do is play like 2 creatures. The Imp Master will pop a 4th, and then I'll actually get to steal something with attack. Now, of course, I might just steal an Imp, but even stealing an Imp can make a really big difference when you're up against a Warlock who is likely to be super aggressive. Unfortunately, he's only going to, well, he might play a second creature. We'll see. So he's going to actually use his Imp Master and the Imp to kill off my Berserker, which is absolutely correct. I'm still really happy about that because notice, you know, how many lengths he went through. And in fact, I am going to get to use the Mind Control attack. Perfect. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. That's a very early Mind Control attack activation. The Imp Master, well, it was a coin flip. The Imp Master or the Imp would have been bad. Either of these would have been good. So what's more valuable to kill? I think the Flame Imp actually is more dangerous, so we'll kill that. Let him keep the buff, and then pop an Imp. So that would have really turned the game around if I'd been able to steal the Wolf or the Flame Imp. But you can't have everything all the time. Shillwind Yeti will die to my Arcanite Reaper. It's not a problem. And in fact, I'm pretty happy to see that, because the Mind Control tech, 3-3, I've said this before, do not underestimate the power of 3-3s for 3. They're surprisingly good. So I'm going to get to kill the Wolf and live to tell about it. He'll have to use the Imp to finish the attack off. And yes, I will use Arcanite Reaper now to kill the Yeti. Wait. Do things in the right order. First, kill the Wolf. Then kill the Yeti, taking 1 less damage. Now this is ready to kill his next big drop. If he's playing aggro, it's likely he doesn't have that many big things that will survive an Arcanite Reaper. I mean, he could always play a Fen Creeper and I'll be really pissed, but it's not likely. What the hell? Oh my god, are you kidding? That is 3 times that I've been oozed. I mean, did I miss some kind of a memo? Like, are people drafting oozes super high again? What the hell? Now, this would use up all of my mana, but it would just trade with his creatures. I'd rather actually just do this, which threatens to kill one and actually survive against another one. So, even though it didn't use up all of my mana, I feel like that was worth doing, because it puts him under pressure. As I often like to say, if you ask your opponent enough questions, eventually he might run out of answers. That is the fucking worst thing ever. God, well, I guess I should have seen that maybe that was a possibility. But, yeah, I could lose this game just because he had Ooze followed by Defender of Argus, and I mean, what are you going to do? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to hope for your opponent to make a catastrophic strategic blunder. Don't let your opponent keep creatures. I mean, I could have had a Raid Leader, Defender of Argus, bunch of different things. So the fact that he let me keep my creatures so that now I get to kill his 2 creatures is gigantic. I mean, if he had just killed my stuff, both of his would have lived, and he would have probably won the game. Instead, I actually have a chance at winning now. He's got 5 cards to my 5, soon to be 6, but I do have a 6/6 on the board. So I'm in decent shape. I hope he doesn't have Soulfire. Hope he doesn't have Soulfire. Hope he doesn't have Soulfire. Because if he doesn't have Soulfire, that'd be great. Life tap. Just life tap at the end of your turn. No! Oh, power overwhelming. Boo. Boo! That sucks. Alright. Well, could have been worse. We still get to have a pretty good turn. I'm going to play Flesh-Eating Ghoul. And Corpron Elite. Kill off the Azure Drake. You don't really want to let Warlocks keep spell damage. And the Ghoul's starting to grow now, so he needs a Shadow Bolt or Soul File to take care of it. The problem is his life total is really high, so he can still life tap and keep getting ahead of me on cards. If my board advantage doesn't pay out, or if I don't get some extra value out of my Fiery War Axes that I haven't seen a single one of, even though there's 3 of them in the deck, then I might be in trouble. Alright, I need to put some pressure on him. Please let me keep my creatures. Raging Worgen? Okay, fine, no problem, don't care. And don't care. Alright, I mean, the fact that he's healing is annoying, but that's okay. Azure Drake? Am I gonna play a Harpy? I think I need to play the Drake here. I gotta get some cards. Folks, I beg your pardon. I just came in my pants. That was one of the most astounding top decks I have ever had, probably in the history of. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I've seen some. We've had some great top decks, you and I, on this channel, top decking for the win. But that, like, with how those 3/3s were just owning my life. And the fact that I was able to kill both of them with a cleave and save everything I had and hit him for a bunch while also growing my Flesh-Eating Ghoul, that was orgasmic. I don't care about this. This will die to my Drake. Now, if he Shadow Bolts or Soul Fires it, then I will care, because then I have to waste the Flesh-Eating Ghoul's attack to kill the Voidwalker. I would really like to get some kind of a Fiery War Axe. We've made it halfway through. The odds of there not being a single Fiery War Axe by now are 1 in 8. Once I see, if the next card is not Fiery War Axe, then I've beaten 1 in 8 odds of not having one by now, which is really irritating. Alright, he's thinking. He's wondering. He doesn't have easy answers. That's good. Actually, he might be conflicted, because if he does have a Shadow Bolt or a Soulfire, he might not know which of these 2 creatures to hit. Ah, I don't have any taunt in my deck, so haha, sucks to be you, sucker. And that I don't really care about in the slightest. Okay, so we're going to get to swing for 7 plus 2 is 9 damage. He's down to 3. Fiery War Axe will win me the game on the spot. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. You know you want to. You know, I never saw any Arathi Weaponsmiths in that draft. That's fine. Warriors have so many good cards. If you don't see a particular one of them, that's okay. So is he holding on to Soulfire, trying to figure out which creature to kill? Probably the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, because Warriors with the spell damage, I mean, yes, I used Cleave, but generally they're not likely to have it come up. Okay. Well, do I get the win? Hey! It's a Fiery War Axe! Oh my god. So exciting. And we get him on the nose, but I mean, I had a Wind Fury Harpy and a lot of life, so even if I hadn't gotten him to 0 there, I would have been in pretty good standing to win that game. Alrighty. That is super as well as duper. Thanks for asking. Boy. Okay, so some of these games have been a little bit tough, but still, very, very strong performances, and like going up against decks that ran really good cards and lots of interference. Now that game, don't say, oh, you were lucky you top decked that cleave, because my opponent had a pair of 3/2s. He had a fairy dragon and a ooze. Oh my god, that sounds like the beginning of a really like cheesy nursery rhyme. The wily warlock had 2 3/2s, a fairy dragon, and a ooze. He thought, I'll hit my opponent in the air. He has some creatures, but I do not care. And that opponent began to shake when he realized he had made a strategic mistake. Anyway, sorry, what he should have done with his 3/2s, which became 4 3s after dropping a Defender of Argus in the middle, is he should have killed my Dragonling mechanic and the Dragonling. Then his creatures would have both been at 1 health, he would have had a Defender of Argus, and then I would have had nothing. Instead, he got 8 damage through, but it made no difference in the end that I got hit for another 8 damage. And then I was able to play a Stormwind Champion and kill both his creatures. And I'm not just saying that because I knew I had a Stormwind Champion. Like, it's objectively, I think, a mistake on his part to do what he did. Because it didn't have to be a Stormwind Champion. Like, it could have been a Raid Leader or even a Direwolf Alpha. Or, like, even a weapon or something would have been really good for me. And he shouldn't have taken that risk. Okay, so I think coining out the Sun Fury Protector seems silly because I have no other 2-drops and a whole bunch of 3-drops. If I'm going to coin anything out, it should be a 3-drop. Okay, so the Raptor comes out. Now, what I'm going to do here is just play my own Raptor. I was going to play the Sun Fury Protector. I'll save my coin. I don't see any reason to rush a 3-drop, especially when him having a Shattered Sun Cleric would let him kill just about any 3-drop I could play. Actually, he would kill any of them. So he's being cheeky. He's making a totem, making me do the trading. Oh, I see. He's actually, huh. This is actually pretty aggressive to have this kind of a card here. Do I play the Frothing Berserker just right now? You know, I think the Imp Master makes a lot more sense. So what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to be cheeky. I'm just going to go ahead and trade. Let him have his 3 damage. Fine. But now the Demon is threatening to kill off his Murloc Raider, and the Imp Master can actually kill this totem. So we need to get a Taunt Totem to stop that from happening, or of course a Taunt Creature is also a possibility. Wow, he's very aggressive. Does he have protection for his stuff? He doesn't. He just has a Cobra. I mean, the Cobra is good. It'll kill my Imp Master. But I don't know if I like his decisions. So I don't want to play any of my premier creatures here just to have them die to the Cobra. What I'll do is kill that, and this is actually pretty solid. So if he wants to kill, I mean, he can kill whatever he wants, but if he kills one of these, then the Imp Master continues popping out imps. So I think I'm feeling pretty good about my chances here. I'd say that the opening went well. Okay, so he gets to kill my Dragonling mechanic, but the Imp will then finish this off. If he gets a Taunt Totem, this will fight past it. Ah, Healing Totem, that's actually really annoying. Oh, well, he did kind of what I did. So he managed to put a lot of stuff onto the board. Do I play the Azure Drake? Or do I play the Frothing Berserker now? Alright, what we're going to do is I'm going to play Frothing Berserker. And I could coin out the Warsong Commander, but I'm going to wait on her. I'm going to actually do him and the Ghoul at once. So this is a real power play right here. We're going to leave this Healing Totem alive. I don't care about it that much. I'm going to kill off the Piglet. Kill off the Cobra, of course. Now there's no point hitting his minions because they'll just get healed, so I'll swing at his face. It makes no difference. And this is a pretty strong board. He'd need a spell damage plus a Lightning Storm to be in good shape. If he has, say, a Dark Iron Dwarf, well, that's great. He'll kill my Frothing Berserker, but then this thing is huge. You know, he's in a bit of a tight spot. Now I've got Warsong Commander plus Emperor Cobra, and that'll kill anything that doesn't have Divine Shield. I just hope he doesn't have a Fire Elemental. But even if he does, the Fire Elemental only kills the Ghoul, doesn't kill off the Berserker. He has a Lightning Storm. Shit. Well, I really need this Flesh-Eating Ghoul to win the coin flip. The graphics for this are a little bit weird. That is sure. He won the coin flip. Will the Flesh-Eating Ghoul win the coin flip? Please win the coin flip. It wins the coin flip. Alright, so I got very lucky there. If the Flesh-Eating Ghoul had lost, I don't think he's right saying that was a mistake. I think that was a reasonable choice. Because this Razorven Hunter now kills off the Frothing Berserker. But the fact that the Flesh-Eating Ghoul survived, that was a 50-50 chance. That makes a huge difference for my life happiness. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna swing for 10, because that's kind of hard not to do. Boosh. And I will go ahead and kill off that flesh-eating ghoul, so we're gonna play this and the cobra. So now he's in a tough situation again, where he really needs to kill the ghoul, but he also really needs to kill the Warsong commander. And I screwed up, I should have done that first. Oh my god, that was a mistake. I dealt 2 less damage to him than I should have. That could make a gigantic difference in the game. Sorry folks, I apologize for that. So what I should have done was played this, the cobra, killed off his ghoul, and then my ghoul would have grown, and then I would have dealt 2 more damage. Alright, so he's going to kill off the Warsong commander, so that healing totem that I didn't kill got me in the end. Do I play Stormwind Champion here? I might not be able to because it's that weird bug. Oh, okay, I guess it's the only thing I can play. I would actually like to consider playing a Silvermoon Guardian. Well, whatever, we'll play it. It's vulnerable to Abusive Sergeant, Dark Iron Dwarf, and Hex, but I couldn't get at the Silvermoon Guardian, and that's what I really would have wanted to play there. Can I even... Where's my Azure Drake? Okay, I can at least play the Azure Drake. I hope. Ah, Chillwind Yeti. I'm not that bothered by that. That's fine. Don't really care about that too much. It's totally okay. So we're gonna go ahead and play the Azure Drake. Oh, finally my cards rewrite themselves. Ah, Mind Control attack, almost. So here, I think we'll kill that Yeti. Now I can do one of 2 things. I can cleave to get this down to 1 health. That seems silly. Or I can play the Sun Fury Protector over here. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna give my Azure Drake taunt, which seems a bit backwards. But what I'm doing is I'm protecting my Stormwind Champion from the Dark Iron Dwarf. I'm going big or going home, as it were. Now I've got 3 cards in my hand, he's got 3 cards in his hand, but I have a much bigger board, so if this is not a good turn, he's going to be in trouble. That's scary. That's even more scary. I have a feeling this is like another lightning storm or something. No, it isn't. Alright, awesome. So my Twilight Drake here, or my Azure Drake, held the fort. And okay, let's take a look at the situation. Can I actually win? This is 11, 14 damage. Okay. I'd like to play the Mind Control tech, but I don't want to steal his totems. Although, actually, if I steal spell damage, then Cleave will actually kill the Dark Iron Dwarf, which is interesting. Okay, well, actually, Healing Totem wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either. You know what? I'm fine with any totem that I steal. Yeah, let's just steal something. Spell damage? Okay. So this is 4 damage to 2 random minions. Do I just go for the face? You know what? I think I'm just going to go for the... Well, I don't want to go for the face, because if he has Bloodlust, I'll be in a lot of trouble. Alright. Let's do this. I'm going to kill this thing, because that thing is scary. I'll kill the Healing Totem. So now I've got a 2/3 chance of getting the Dark Iron Dwarf. And I got it. Okay. Would have liked to kill the Dust Devil. That's alright that I didn't. We'll play this. And I will swing for 6. So I've removed enough of his board that if he has Bloodlust here, he cannot kill me. Even with this being a Wind Fury. That's a little bit annoying. If he plays a Lightning Storm again, I might be in a lot of trouble. But if this is a non-interactive card, then I win, and in fact, I win. Thank you for calling me your friend, Kindle. We are friends. Alright, so that was a pretty solid win. I survived a Lightning Storm there, and to be totally fair, the fact that my Flesh-Eating Ghoul survived the Lightning Storm meant that I dealt 10 extra damage to him, and it also meant that I think he ended up running another card into it. I think he ended up like using his ghoul to kill mine or something, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, he ended up playing Forked Lightning to finish it off. That's right. So had my Flesh-Eating Ghoul died in that coin flip, then you know, I would have been in much worse shape. But I still think that given that he ran out of cards and I had some cards still in my hand, I might have been able to win that game anyway. It just would have been a little bit closer. Okay, well, I'm at 2990 gold. I'm already guaranteed to win at least 150, so as long as I win 160 gold or more, I'm actually going to break above 3,000 and stay there for the first time in a long time. It's pretty awesome. I've had a really good run lately of luck in the arena. And as I mentioned this before at the beginning of this video, if you have not watched the video before this one, it's Warlock video number 14 or 13. It's really, really good. You should definitely watch that one. Some commenters have confirmed what I said, which is that it had a really epic finish. It was a really sweet run, and this is a really sweet run. Honestly, at this point, I just want to get to 12. To be totally candid, if I don't get to 12, I'll be like, I'm not like sad, but I'll be like a little bit disappointed if I don't make it to 12 because the deck is just so strong, and I've been smashing everybody up so good. Okay, a bit of a slow start here. I'll have the Fiery War Axe for some potential early card advantage, but there's a lot of cards that do kind of nullify it, like Harvest Golem, Scarlet Crusader, anything with 4 toughness nullifies the advantage of the Fiery War Axe. And Northshire Cleric is not one of those cards. Now, I could get very cheeky and play the Bloodfen Raptor and try to use that to kill the Northshire Cleric. I'm not going to do that, though, because that runs me into, like, Direwolf Alphas, Shattered Sun Clerics, Power Word Shields. I got a really good answer there in the Fiery War Axe. I'm just going to use it and not be sneaky. Alright, he's got a 3-mana thing, presumably something that deals with the Fiery War Axe. No, he's going to use a coin just to play the Grizzly, which will just die. Awesome. Alright, I'm not going to complain about that. I will play the Cobra. Compared to the Raptor, it uses up all of my mana, and it means now that if he plays like Ascension or a Light Spawn or something on the next turn, I'll have a ready kill for it. If he plays anything with less than 3 power, aha! Well played. Well, we can trade Cobra for Cobra. Or, oh man, am I gonna get cheeky? I'm gonna get cheeky, folks. You ready? Getting cheeky with it. Nah. We're gonna play the Bloodfen Raptor, and I'm gonna play the Sun Fury Protector over here. That is very ballsy, because if he plays Shattered Sun Cleric or Holy Smites this thing, then he gets some good use out of the Cobra. But I feel like it's a risk that will give me huge rewards if it works out for me. And it looks like he doesn't have a power word. Nope, he's actually gonna trade the Cobra. All right, it works out. Go me with the risks. Alright, this is looking really... Ooh, Cork Elite. No, I'm gonna play the Silverhand Knight. We'll do this. I'm gonna actually just take this Golem out. So, the Golem dies to the Cobra's ability. Then I'm gonna use the Sun Fury Protector to kill the damaged Golem. Yes, we know you got that. Now, Holy Nova here is pretty good. It will kill the Squire, the Protector, and the Cobra, but I've already got card advantage. Notice how after he Holy Novas, he'll have 4 cards to my 4, and I already have a card on the board, so I feel like I still come out ahead. Now, I'd rather he didn't play that, of course. But the fact that he did isn't the end of the world. I dropped a Harpy, which cannot be shadow worded. It swings for 8 damage. He needs to have Holy Fire to kill this. That'll be his whole turn. So I think I'm doing pretty good. But if he does have Holy Fire, I'll be kind of annoyed, because I'd rather, you know, have the Harpy not die than have it die. Other stupid things like Reckless Rocketeer might kill this. Or like, that's actually all I can think of. Okay, it looks like that's not going to happen. Oh man, this is going to be my second time Kodoing a No Mission Venter. Wonderful. Now I could spend more of my mana into... hang on. I could spend more of my mana by playing the Cork Elite in the tech or by playing the Stormwind Champion. Do I want to play Stormwind Champion here? I could swing for 10 plus 5 is 15 damage. You know what? No, I don't think so. I think I'm just going to take it slow here. I'm swinging, you know, for 12 damage instead of 15, which is totally fine. And now I can, you know, play the Stormwind Champion and basically threaten to win. This is going to be 10, 15, 19 damage, so even after the heal, I'm threatening lethal here. He's got to kill some of my stuff, and most of this with the 5 health is actually pretty hardy. So it's going to be a bit difficult for him. Alright, so that means he doesn't die. Next turn at least. That means nothing whatsoever. And that isn't... that's annoying. Damn. Well, shit. Let's think. So I can play the Stormwind Champion, swing for 15. He's at 1 health. I've got this and this. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Even after he heals up, you know, either of these 2 cards will kill him. So he needs to taunt and clear my whole board. Which he can clear part of it. He can do the Cobra to kill the Stormwind Champion. Okay, I'm just going to silence the Stormwind Champion. That really doesn't do anything, though. I think this would have been better to silence, honestly. You know, I think he forgot that the way that buffing works with healing. I really think that when a creature provides +1 health, if that creature dies, then all of your other creatures should get -1 health. They shouldn't just stay the same. It makes no sense. So he could have done it. He could have Shadow Word to death my Wind Fury Harpy while it was being buffed by the Stormwind Champion. Then he could have used Cobra to kill the Stormwind Champion. Then he could have played a really big taunt of some kind. And I think I still would have won because I had this guy that he hadn't dealt with yet. Okay, that was a really strong win. We're up to 9. I would like to get beyond 9. Warrior, have I gotten Shoot, I can't remember. It's either Warrior or Hunter. I think it's Warrior that I've gotten to 12 wins once and 10 wins once. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Warrior. So if I can win one of the next 2 games, that would be great. Because, you know, every time I make it past 9, it's excellent. I won't be crossing off any items from my bucket list, because I've already done it before, but it will be pretty cool. Okay, we're going to send back all the stuff that's more expensive than 3. Blue Pajamas, I think this is the same priest as before. So, that's cool. Got my Fiery War Axe ready to go again. One mistake I think he made, or at least a questionable play, a play that I questioned, was he coined out an Ironfur Grizzly in front of a Fiery War Axe. I think instead he should have just passed the turn and played the Ironfur Grizzly the following turn. Unless he had like 2 really good plays in a row. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Okay, is it worth it to coin out the Fiery War Axe? I don't think it actually is, because what am I doing next turn? Nothing? Let's just go ahead and pass the turn. So what I'm running into here is the risk that he plays a Power Word Shield. But this guy didn't play any Power Word Shields in our last game, so I'm hoping he just doesn't have any of them. And in fact, he doesn't. So now I can play Fiery War Axe. I still have my coin. I still killed the Northshire Cleric. And I still have my coin, which is awesome, because having the coin is pretty good. Ah, Harvest Golem. Well, that's unfortunate. What I'm going to do here is play the Imp Master Funk. I will bust up the Harvest Golem, and now I'm going to have the Imp as well as the Demon, or the Imp Master, as well as the Demon threatening to kill off the damaged cook. Trying to keep things clear. Now I do have the coin, which will trigger off the Violet Teacher. Note that weapons do not trigger the Violet Teacher, but the coin does. So that could be helpful. I'm going to silence it. I don't think it's actually that good. I mean, it's a 1-4. Ah, okay. So now this is standing in the way. I can't get past it. Well, got a couple of options here. I could coin out the Arcanite Reaper, hit this, and then just bust through. That's one option. Another option is I could play the Violet Teacher and just hang steady. The risk then is he might play an Inner Fire against that. But I'm going to take this option, I think. Yeah, I'm going to take this option because Inner Fire is pretty gimmicky. He didn't play anything like that against me last time. No Divine Health, no Divine Spirit, no Power Word Shield. He never played Inner Fire. Never even played a Temple Enforcer. So I think I've got decent odds this guy's just going to stay put as is. And then if I can kill off this Warden this turn, then I'll be in decent shape. Alright, so this is 4 damage, plus 2 is 7. I'll get to kill it. The problem then is I've got this Emperor Cobra. Can I kill off the Cobra somehow? Well, I can play the Azure Drake. Then I cannot have I don't have enough mana even after the coin to cleave. Shit. Balls. Ah, okay. I think... Oh man, you know, the fact that he healed this is really unfortunate, because if I could have played Fiery War Axe and killed with the Violet Teacher and the Fiery War Axe, without having to swing with my Imp, then I could have played Cleave, it would have killed off the damaged Golem, damaged the Cobra, and then the Imp Master could have finished the Cobra off. As it is, though, if I use the Fiery War Axe, 3 plus 3 is 6, I have to do 1 more to get 7. The Cobra's alive, I have 3 mana left. Cleave doesn't quite kill it. I'd have to use the Core Chronolite and the coin in order to kill off the Cobra. And I'm going to do that. I think it's worth it. I think it's a worthy trade. Wait a minute. Wait, what am I doing? Oh my god, I was almost really stupid here. Hang on. All I have to do is just coin out the Kor'kron right now. Oh my gosh, I almost screwed that up. Use the Kor'kron and the Violet Teacher to kill the Warden. Use the Fiery War Axe to kill the Cobra. Use the Imp Master to kill the Damage Golem. There we go. I almost missed that, but I found it in the last hour here, the twilight hour of my being. And that's good. So we did see a Holy Nova from him, so that would be annoying here because it would kill off everything with the Violet Teacher. It would spend his whole turn, but still I'd rather he didn't do that. Granted, then I can play the Azure Drake, and everything's fine. Alright, he's going to play a Boulder Fist Ogre. Well, this is a textbook illustration of the fact that playing a single big creature is just not good enough when you're already behind. So I got a couple of options. One is... I could, whatever. I've really just got one option. I'm going to use the Core Chronolite and my axe to kill this thing. I'm going to go down to 14 health, which is a little bit scary, but I think it's worth it. We're going to play Wind Fury Harpy. And I'm going to start putting some pressure on. So I've got a lot of burn potential with the Arcanite Reaper hitting for 10, this giving something charge and having it attack right away. And of course the Harpy's very safe. He never played Holy Fire against me, so he's... Oh god, that's not good. I have a lot of good cards in my deck, so I don't like seeing Thought Steal. And he's going to play one of them right now. Execute! Oh, fuck. Of all the cards, he had to get that one. That sucks. It sucks a lot of dongs, people. A lot of dongs. Alright, well, do I dare keep hitting stuff with Fiery War Axe? I think so, but first, let's just do Azure Drake. Always draw cards first. Execute. I think I'm going to hold on to the Execute. I am getting very low on health, but priests are not exactly good at burning you out.
Well played.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm going to say well played just in case he is going to kill me somehow. I don't know how he would kill me. But we really should start armoring up at some point here, if we're not going to kill him. Alright, healing himself is a good sign. It means he doesn't have anything better to do with his life. Loot Hoarder, I don't care in the slightest.
Is someone
North Strike Cleric makes no difference. Flesh Eagle makes no difference. I might be able to kill him now. Let's take a quick look at the situation here. We've got 8, 12, 13, 14, 17. I don't even need to bring out my Arcanite Reaper or my Warsong Commander. Note that the new Warsong Commander post-nerf, the Panther would not have charge. But here, that would have been some insurance. I also had 2 extra damage in the Arcanite Reaper if I wish to use that. And so we beat him 2 times. Blue Pajamas, I feel kind of bad because he got high up in the arena and then played super powerful against a super powerful deck and lost twice in a row, which is kind of sad for him. I hope those were his first 2 losses so that he can still stay in the arena, but it's unlikely. I was at 8-1 when I played him the first time, so it's unlikely that he was 8-0. Possible, but not likely. So I feel kind of bad. I sort of ended his run there. Hopefully he gets a good prize reward, and if you're out there, Blue Pajamas, it was an honor playing you. You played really well. I'm sorry, I just had a really good draft, and Warriors are overpowered. Not really, don't nerf Warriors, Blizzard, please. Hexy, or HCKC, what the? HCKC? Whatever, I don't even want to care what the hell that is. We're gonna go ahead and mulligan everything but our 3-drop. Try to get some early plays. You know what card I've seen a shockingly small percentage of the time? Amani Berserker. Like, I've never seen that, except for the one game where I really wish it had been a Boulder Fist Ogre instead. Pass a turn, please. Pass a turn, please. Do not play. No, 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 no! Jesus. Ball sacks. Oh, good. Alright, that is timely. I will stop at nothing to kill the Mana Worm before it gets out of control. Yes, I could have held on to my coin. Yes, I will have nothing to do next turn, but I need to do everything I can to try to kill this Mana Worm. Because this is a really good card, and shit gets scary if you don't kill it right away. Pass a turn? Or no, just Fire Blast my creature and use the Mana Worm to kill it. We trade 1 for 1, totally fair. I promise that I'll make you a deal, Mage. I'll even armor up on my second turn. I'm not even going to try to get ahead. We're just going to start from scratch. You know, you're going to get to play your 3-mana play. I'm going to make my Cobra. It's all going to be totally fine. Interesting choice here by my opponent. Chooses not to kill my Raptor. Well, she's lucky I don't have a turn 2 play, but I will kill the Mana Worm. Now she has her choice. She can cash out the Loot Hoarder, draw a card, and play a 3-drop, or she can use her hero ability and just, you know, enjoy that. Loot Hoarder's actually... I kind of hope she uses the Loot Hoarder because... Oh, wow. Well, she's going to use the Loot Hoarder. I guess I'm going to get my wish. This is not starting out very well, unfortunately. It's actually... She said, whoops. Her move is totally fine, because the Loot Hoarder draws a card upon dying, so it's totally fine to trade it from my creature. Cobra's a little bit dicey here. I'll let her make these trades. And if she wants to use her hero ability to kill my Bloodfen Raptor, then she's not killing my Cobra. Or she is, but she has to spend 2 of her Loot Hoarders for it. So this is a very slow start for me, but the Violet Teacher should be a good drop next turn, and then the Kodo after that should be good. So it's a bit rocky here. If she has a really strong play or like plays a Water Elemental or something, I could be in a lot of trouble. Now, if these had not been card drawers, I probably would have just gone ahead and traded. But because they were, it seemed imprudent to give my opponent cards. She's going to keep on swinging at me with her things. Ooh, well, against anyone other than a mage, I would have played the Silver Moon Guardian. But she can just pop off the Divine Shield. Although, hang on. I'm going to hope she does not have Cone of Cold or Arcane Explosion. I'm going to go ahead and kill a Loot Hoarder. And I'm going to play Silver Moon Guardian. Now she has 2 targets with that she wants to hit with her hero ability. So I'm hoping that if I overwhelm her with too many targets, she won't be able to get anything good. Although maybe I should have just not been fancy and played the Dragonling mechanic. With the 4 health, it'd hold up pretty nicely against her board. Yeah, that was probably a little bit of a misplay. My slow start is very unfortunate. If she hadn't had her mana worm so that my Bloodfen Raptor could have traded against hers, or if I had had like my Monty Berserker or something to play early on, I would have been in much better shape. She chooses to kill my Cobra. Now the Loot Hoarder and the Bloodfen Raptor will kill my Silver Moon Guardian. She chooses to get a little bit greedy, in my opinion. Oh, Monty Berserker, you're killing me. You're so late. Alright, well, let's do this. I'm gonna kill the Loot Hoarder finally. And then I'll play the Cobra to kill off part of the Golem. You know, maybe I should have killed off the Bloodfen Raptor and then not cared who the Stampeding Kodo killed. That would have been smarter. I should have used the Divine Shield to kill off the Raptor. Then neither the Golem nor the Loot Hoarder by themselves could have killed the Guardian. That was a bit of a misplay. I am playing somewhat imprecisely in this game, unfortunately. I should not have given her a free kill against my creature. I was thinking, well, this way I guarantee the Kodo kills the Golem, but why do I care what it kills? Like, it didn't really matter to me whichever creatures died. She was left with 2 either way. Yeah, that was a misplay. So hopefully that was educational, and you will not hold it too bitterly against me. She has 6 cards to my 5, soon to be 6. My board is better than hers, though. Because once these trade, the 3/5 obviously trumps her 2/1.
What to do?
We'll have to see what happens next turn, whether I play the Harpy or the one of these 4-drops and the Berserker. It just kind of depends on how good the Berserker is on the board that she constructs for us. She has her own Berserker, which of course I would have rather killed with the Kodo than a Golem.
My shield.
Oh no, that's not good. So now this is 4 health, so the Kodo's not big enough to kill it, which is really unfortunate. I'll have to use the Kor'kron Elite. There is no question about it in my mind. Slam is interesting. The problem is if I slam this, it gets enraged and then kills my Kodo. So that's not an option. Yep, it's gotta be this. Kill that. Kill that. And then I play the Berserker. I could have slammed this thing, but I really would like to get a card out of it, especially if I can get a card and a 1/1 Violet Apprentice out of it. I could also slam my own Berserker if it lives, although it's unlikely to, because then I'll draw a card, turn it into a 5 attacker, and then it'll trade with something like a Senjin or a Yeti, which is a pretty good use of slam as well.
What to do?
Squire,
Alright, she's gonna populate the board with a lot of stuff. Seems like a fair play. Just gonna take off my Berserker. Also a fair move because now this Kodo is kind of awkward. It's not big enough to kill the Silverhand Knight, but it dies to the Squire. Fiery War Axe, do I like you? Ah, I wish I had 8 mana. Then I could Violet Teacher Slam and Fiery War Axe. As it is, I could slam this, draw a card, Fiery War Axe, the Squire, use the Kodo to kill the Silverhand Knight, but then I have 3 mana left. Well, let's take a chance. I've drawn a lot of my endgame stuff, so maybe I'll draw a 3 mana creature and be able to play it. Alright, well, my gamble pays off, so we're gonna Fiery War Axe here, kill the Squire, kill the Knight, and drop a Knit Master. So, what's the story? She's got 5 cards to my 3, soon to be 4, but I've got some cards on the board and a weapon in my hand, so I'd say I'm ahead. My life total could be higher, definitely. And that's risky against a mage, going as low as I am, but I think that offers me the best chance of winning. Next turn I might play both of these, or I might play the Harpy and Armor Up. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, don't hit me. No, I don't want it to hit me. Oh, that was really too perfect. Damn it. Oh no! That's big. I'm in trouble. Fiery War Axe is the one thing that cannot help me. God. Well, it's gonna hit me anyway, so I might as well kill it. I should really armor up. And I don't want this dying to the Ogre. So I guess we'll play this thing. I have mana left over. Let's remake my axe. Yeah, this is over though. The mage got me pretty good. She just I had a slow start and she punished me for it. I needed the Amani Berserker like 4 turns earlier, and then I would have had a pretty good shot of winning. Props to her, she just used creatures in her hero ability, never any flame strikes or blizzards or anything. So well done by my opponent.
Shields up.
Ugh, that's ugly.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
We must cleanse the
Oh my
sunlight.
gosh. Well, she's got a pretty good board, and I don't have any sort of answers. Except for execute. That's not execute. Well, folks, always go out in style.
Well,
Kill yourself whenever you can. Alright, so that was interesting. My opponent seemed to have a pretty unremarkable deck. I think she just hit me at the right place at the right time. She got her 1-drop. She wasn't playing Aggo. She just had like the 1 mana worm, and that was it. She got her 1-drop in the beginning. I didn't get my 1-drop. Well, Abusive Sergeant is not a good 1-drop that I would have played against a mage anyway, but I didn't get my 2 drops. I got one of them, the Bloodfen Raptor, but I also needed the Amani Berserker to show up, or at least the Sun Fury Protector, one of my 2-drop creatures. Or actually, you know what would have been nice in the beginning? A Fiery War Axe. That would have been fine, too. I could have killed the Mana Worm and her Raptor. I would have been totally fine. So yeah, I just had a bad draw that game. And that's fine. That's Hearthstone. You can't have a deck that always wins every game. You can just have a better deck that wins more games than someone else's deck. And the last time I got 10 wins, the reward I got was gigantic. It was 375 gold. So if I lose here, I guess I don't mind too much. But it would be nice to have another 12-win run. Alright, folks, I told you a couple times already to go watch the Warlock run before this. If you haven't, I'm about to spoil it. I got 12 wins with what I thought was a really mediocre Warlock deck. I was actually 12-1, crazily enough. And that was the very last run I did before this one. So if I get to 12 here, that would be 2 12s in a row, which would be pretty spectacular. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and keep our 3-drop, as we so often do. KP River, I think, is a new player. Ah, wow, Amani Berserker showing up at the beginning, so here's where it's definitely better than a Votive Stoker, and I'm happy I did what I did. In fact, we have the perfect first player curve, 2, 3, 4, 5. All solid cards. What happens now is, if he interferes with me, I might have to go out of my way to do different things, but if he just plays stuff or misses his curve, I should be in really good shape. Play a totem, play a totem. No, don't play Rockbiter Weapon. Boo! Boo! Oh, don't play more stuff. You're not allowed to play. Fuck you! You're not allowed to play more stuff after playing Rockbiter Weapon and my Amani Berserker. You are not allowed. Ass. Ass. Boo. Okay, so Cobra or Ghoul? I think the Cobra. Because it'll kill the Loot Hoarder and stick around, making it harder for him to play Sengens and stuff. This does mean that time might pass the Flesh-Eating Ghoul by, but I'm willing to take that risk. Damn it, he had a Rockbiter. Boo! You suck. You suck so much. So now he can 2-for-1 himself, but it's not really 2-for-1 because the Loot Hoarder gets a card back, and he only spent a mana. Damn Shamans in their 1 mana removal. What a load of baloney dongs. Alright, I don't need this yet, and I don't need that yet. So we're just going to play the Dragon mechanic to populate the board with the maximum amount of stuff. So one of these should kill off the totem. And then next turn we'll see. I'll probably play a Spiteful Smith just to drop the biggest thing on the board that I can. Or I could kill the Chillwind Yeti by running in the Mechanic and the Core Conolite. Or I could play a Frothing Berserker. No, I can't play Frothing Berserker. The Yeti is too good. I think I'm just going to play the Spiteful Smith. It's a bit risky leaving him alive with a Yeti. But after... If he doesn't have a Hex for my Smith... What happens is that the Yeti will kill the Mechanic and go to 3 health. Then I can play the Berserker and the Ghoul, kill the Yeti with my Spiteful Smith, and then the Berserker will grow to 4 and the Ghoul will go to even more. Is he actually going to kill my Spiteful Smith here? He is, because he's a dupe-wad. That's right, I said dupe-wad. I was going to kill that. You're a bitch! Not allowed to kill that. Ah, damn it. That sucks, a load of donkey dongs. Well... So I've got a couple of options here. One is I could play the Core Conolite so I can get rid of this Flame Tongue Totem. But then all I can do is play a Sun Fury Protector, which I don't really want to do. Or I could play the Frothing Berserker and the Ghoul. Do this. They'll both go to 4 power. They'll both be safe from the Axe. The problem is that he can play... He didn't play anything with Overload last time, so he could play a Fire Elemental to kill this. I think that's what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to leave the Flame Tongue alive. The risk is that he gets a charge creature. But I'm willing to take that risk because he's getting a little bit ahead here, and I need to take a little bit of a risk to get ahead myself. So no charge creatures and no fire. Oh, he did play an Overload card. What did Overload? Ah, the Stormforged Axe. Right, so no fire elemental. That's good. I don't want Lightning Storm and I don't want charges. Charging creatures. That's what I don't want to see. Now next turn I can have a pretty explosive play. I can play Korkron Elite, kill the Flame Tongue, Sun Fury Protector, giving just the Korkron Taunt to protect my 2 heavy hitters. And they'll be hitting for a lot. This will hit for 6, this will hit for 5. I'll hit him for 11 damage if he lets these 2 guys live and doesn't interfere with my ability to charge into that totem. So it's going to be a really strong turn. By the way, I know I say this every time I play with Flesh Eating Ghoul, but just so you know, in case, you know, repetition is necessary for learning, in case you forgot, Flesh Eating Ghoul is a really amazing creature because when I looked at it the first time, I was like, oh, well, you know, it takes a long time for it to get good, and, you know, it might not always grow that, and it's only got 3 health. But the thing is, just from experience playing with it, it, like, gets really big and becomes a huge threat often enough that it's worth putting in your deck. I mean, worst case, it's a 2-3 for 3. Best case, you hit your opponent for 10 frickin' damage and win the game. So he's got 3 mana. He's used a lot of removal. Well, not a lot. He used Earth Shock and Rockbiter Weapon. Ah, Lava Burst. Shit. Well, that's annoying. But I can see why he hesitated, because this isn't exactly a great situation for him here. Warsong Commander? Oh my gosh. That is... Well, so here's the thing. I don't really want to do it and play the Violet Teacher because, well, I could play this and the Warsong Commander. I just don't like the fact that he'll have stuff left on the board. I don't like this because it might fall to the axe, but then again, he couldn't kill my Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Alright, we'll try this out. We'll do this and this. We'll keep this guy in my back pocket. Let's kill the Flametongue Totem. And do I hit him for 6 or do I kill the... You know, I'm just going to kill this totem, honestly. So he couldn't kill my Flesh-Eating Ghoul last time. Don't see why he can kill it this time. And I've got this, which is also important for him to kill. Now, he doesn't know that I don't have anything good to use the Warsong Commander on, but I could always top deck a, you know, Wind Fury Harpy or a Stormwind Champion. That will change in a heartbeat. This makes no difference to anything. Feral Spirit? Okay, that's annoying. That is definitely annoying. However, I'm okay. Oh, he's going to hit my Warsong Commander. Try to... That's clever. That's clever. Clever move, sir. Clever move. Stampeding Kodo is... Oh my god, this is so amazing. So it's going to kill one of the wolves. Then it can just, you know, charge and kill the other one. I'll play Sun Fury Protector to give... I think just him taunt. I don't want the Violet Teacher to have taunt. And then I'm going to charge her in... By the way, all of this would have been possible even under a nerfed Warsong Commander, so I think the moral of the story is that even after the nerf, Warsong Commander is still really good, and, you know, no big deal. I'm just going to hit him for 11 damage with my 3-mana creature. You know, whatever. It's just doing how we do. Doing how we do. God, that Kodo was a really good top deck, but I had the upper hand anyway, I think. Because even without the Kodo, I could have still killed off his wolves and hit him for a lot. It just would have required me to give up my Warsong Commander to kill off his Fairy Dragon. He's got the Fire Elemental, but I think that might be too little too late. Because, I mean, well, I kill him now. So when I say might be, it definitely is. This is 8 damage on the field. He's making a very clever play. He's not saying well played or conceding, because I might have missed it. I might have run into the Fire Elemental. No, I want to say well played! Thank you. And that was a really good game against Cape River, or KP River. Cape River? Cape River. Okay, well, we've got 20 minutes till the system upgrade scheduled maintenance thing, and it's 11-2 with, well, not really that much on the line. I'm happy to get to 11 wins. This will also be my 3rd time with the Warrior getting past 9, which is pretty crazy. And yeah, so it's fine to get to 11, but you know, if I get to 12, that means I've gotten 2 12-win runs in a row, which is kind of an amazing streak, considering again that only 0.65% of arena entries make it to 12. Well, we're ending here against Benji the Paladin. Now, in my Warlock run, I had freaking ridiculous final game against a Paladin, so we'll see if we get another epic conclusion. It's not that great here. This will just die to a recruit. I might play it anyway. I'm gonna do it. I did this actually in my last game of my last run, where I played the Abusive Sergeant and I just threw it away against a recruit, just trying to get board control. Because I feel like with these things, if things are relatively even going into the 5th turn, I should be fine, because I got such good drops to play. So I just need to make sure he doesn't get too far ahead. This looks like it's a 2-3 probably. Otherwise, I don't see why he'd play it. Coin for it. Oh, he's actually going to make a reinforcement. Interesting choice. So I guess he really wants to kill this as soon as possible. That's fair. I could slam the recruit. No. What I'm going to do is kill this. I don't want him to put a divine shield on it and then kill my guy and live. That would just be really frustrating. And next turn, probably, I'm just going to play Warsong Commander. Since he used his coin, that means on turn 3, he will not be able to play True Silver Champion. He could play a Shattered Sun Cleric and kill my Warsong Commander, but I'm not going to just, you know... Well, I could slam this and then Inner Rage, but I'll take a little chance. I'm taking a chance that he does not have an Abusive Sergeant or a Shattered Sun Cleric. Or I guess a Wolf Rider, but a Wolf Rider would be okay. It's the other ones that would be bad, because then this could kill my Warsong Commander and still live to tell about it. Shit. Well, that's actually okay. So that's not killing me, that's just damaging me. In fact, he's not even going to damage it. I think that might have been a bit of a mistake. I would have actually hit this. So let's go ahead and, oh, that's tricky. If I slam this, I don't get to draw a card. Okay, we'll slam this to draw a card. Hopefully get a 2-mana creature. Frothing Berserker, oh my god, that would have been so good to draw at the beginning of the turn. Shit. Well, we're going to kill that. And this is another kind of unfortunate game where I have just a really slow start. But it's not over yet. I got this. This thing is huge. So if he gives me a little window, I might be able to play this. And then, like, play this and have a really good board presence. So we'll see how good his stuff is.
I'll put it on
That's actually not a big deal at all. So, yes, it saves his thing, and yes, if he plays a True Silver Champion later, it can come back as a 7-3. That's all fair and good, but this is a really good drop here, because I'm threatening to kill off his panda and live to tell about it. Of course, any kind of a buff would help him, but he hasn't played buffs before. He played Divine Shield, but he didn't play any attack buffs. He just top-decked that. Fuck me sideways. Well, that sucks. A load of dongs of the steaming variety. Alright, let's play the dream team here. So the panda can kill one, but then it'll die to the other one plus an Inner Rage. God, that he top-decked a Blessing of Kings. That's so annoying. I read the situation correctly that he didn't have any buffs, but he top-decked it. So I wouldn't say that I've lost by any means, but I am getting very far behind here. Uh-oh, he can clear out my board now. Fuck, and he gets to do that. Yeah, this is pretty much over now. It's a little bit sad that I lost those 2 games earlier today in this run, so I can't, I don't have any more chances, but he just kills my Berserker, then kills my Ghoul, and it's over. Because Inner Rage isn't strong enough to kill either of his creatures. And he's got way too much board presence for me to be able to just casually play stuff myself. Fuck, why do I keep having these slow starts that are so detrimental to my health? Well, this is a pretty good top deck, so I'll kill off that. Play that. The reason I killed the thing that hits harder is that that thing had more health. In the worst case, if everything fails, I'd like him to have a smaller health creature here.
Get in there and fight.
Oh, jeez. Oh, he's gonna keep this weapon around. That's awesome. What I was hoping he would do. Yeah, I had a slow start, so he's just overwhelming me with creatures. So we lost a couple of games to bad draws, which I guess you could tell was going to happen since this deck did have a pretty high curve. And Azure Drake might save me here, would let me kill off the panda. Fiery War Axe does not save me. Don't really want to hit that thing. Although, you know what, it's going to hit me anyway. I might as well. I have to do it. Going down to 8 health, you know, no big deal. So he's got 6 cards. If he had like 2 cards, I'd be fine. But the fact that he has 6 after getting me down this far and still having to play at 8 mana means I'm almost certainly going to lose. Unless he has like 3 Alarm Bots. Oh, fuck you with your weapons, as I say, holding a weapon. So you can kill my Silverhand Knight. He's probably wondering like, man, this guy's like not even playing that good of a deck. I wonder why I'm playing him at 11 wins. My deck is good, goddammit. It just didn't get its draw. Oh, he's going. Oh, that makes sense, right? He can just kill me. I don't really have any way of stopping that at this point. I need a taunt, and taunt is the one thing this deck does not have any of. Alright, Well, I definitely can't kill him, so well played. Can't go out in style because the Panthers hit me, so. We have our first 11-win run. I don't believe I've ever been at 11 wins. Kind of unfortunate that we lost those games and couldn't make it to 12. But it was still a good run, and also kind of unfortunate that the last game was so anticlimactic. But we'll see for the first time how the 11-win prizes look, or at least how they can look. If you enjoyed the video, please like and or subscribe, and if you want to stick around, stick around. So, we're going to get a lot of gold, my lord. This is 280. This is over 400 gold. This is 280. This is 430. 435 gold. That is the most I've ever gotten in a single arena. 435. Wow. That is pretty crazy. The pack is nothing to write home about. I'm done. Thank you. Let's take a look, see if any of those cards were new. The Void Terror might be new. I'm not 100% sure. Uh-oh, it doesn't look like it. That's all old news. 40 dust is what we got. And a sneak peek at the next arena shows Link. My god, I'm loaded. Hunter, Paladin, Mage. I think it might be Hunter time. Catch back up with Hunters a little bit. Although I've played all three of these pretty recently. Hard to say. We'll see. Alright, folks. Thanks so much again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Till then.